Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? What's going on, Arthurs? What's going on, Julie? Hope everybody's having a good day today. Let me just make sure everything is up and running before we can get this episode started. But yep, should be on. So, what's going on, Tim? How's it going, Tim? Hopefully the family's doing well. Hopefully everything's going well with everybody. So, I mean, today market opens. Super excited. Earnings season is still in full swing. I'm super excited. I did a nice update. Fizz, Jose, you want to look at ATER? This is the one that has that had all those small companies, right? Fizz, I think it's down about 20%. We can definitely take a look at that. Tim, fam is great. That's good to hear. The chart, LL, not the company. For sure, Fizz. All right, we'll take a quick look. But today, earnings, we have some interesting earnings for sure. Trade Desk just reported this morning. I'm kind of curious to see how they did. Trade Desk is actually down 4.56%. This is pretty interesting, right? Because we did see a lot of other ad techs. I think Magnite reported last week, and they were up about 10%. So some people might have expected Trade Desk to kind of be up. So right now, Trade Desk is down about 4.56, but it's all about, right, in the past, year to date, it's actually pretty much flat. In the past years, up about 72%. We also have Apps. Apps actually reports later today. Another one, let's see, Workhorse. I'm pretty sure that one was a favorite in the YouTube community for some time. Workhorse stock is sitting at $10. What's going on, Tim? Roblox is running today. Let's take a quick look at Roblox stock. Wow, Roblox is doing great, 7.6%. Any recent news? Roblox, let's see, investors relations. I want to see if there's anything going on in it. Dave, did they reported earnings today, right? I have not seen. Dave, is it bad? Is it good? Tell me. So Roblox, no recent news on the Roblox. I'm gonna jump in Sorens in a bit. But let's see, what else do we have? Danny, morning, Jose. Kind of took a breath from the market over the weekend, trying to get back into it. Nice, Danny, right? It's good to just take a nice refresh back. 8% up or 8% down, Dave. Don't give me a plus or a minus. Danny, good to, right? It's definitely good to try to step back. It was pretty weird. I think my last video was on Friday at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't do a video on Saturday. I didn't do a video on Saturday and Sunday. I pumped out 2 videos on Sunday and already have one now. It's sometimes a nice refresh is needed. Pilot Poncho, hey there, Jose. Trying to catch up on your latest videos. The 25 stock update was great. Gonna get the TP to the other ones later. Nice, appreciate, Pilot. Appreciate, right? I did. That's a super. It was a different one. I did 25 videos. I think I might do it this week. It's maybe something I might do, Pilot, during earnings seasons when we have a lot of volatility in the market, just to see what's happening. So I'm happy you enjoyed it, Pilot. I guess I'll do one next weekend when we have. I do think next week we still have strong earnings. We have Nvidia, for example. We have PaySafe. So I'll definitely do another video this upcoming weekend on it. Dave, Sorens is up 8%. That one is a beast right now. $114, 8% up on earnings. I have to take a quick look at them. This is one that's unfortunately not a popular stock, but it's a tier 1 stock for me. I do believe it's my number 5 position. What's going on, Silenex? Novavax. That's one of the markets, Silene, that I'm not too familiar with. The Novavax. I get a lot of people talk about it. But it keeps going up and up. Let's see, Novavax stock. Past 5 days up 11%, 1 month up 8%, 6 months is actually down, but year to date, this one is definitely doing amazing. Are you in it, Silene? If I may ask. David Becker, what's going on? David, how's it going? Same, Pilot, same. Nice. I'm glad you guys looked that up. Clean Spark. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Tim, Jose, any chance you'll be doing more market close videos? I'm back to working nights next week, lives. I don't know, Tim. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say unfortunately, but throughout the day, I pump out so many videos, Tim, that sometimes at night, even after when the market is closing, I'm kind of already dead with work. But maybe from time to time, I might try to throw in 1 or 2 videos a week at least, or 2 lives at least. After market closes, maybe, so I can get some new faces, right, Tim? So I'll try to add it. But thanks for the suggestion. Yeah. So this upcoming today, like we saw, we have. I mean, some of you guys might be interested in AMC. I think the only one I'm interested in today is gonna be Digital Turbine. So that's apps. Maybe 3D systems. I know some people are excited about the 3D market. On Tuesday, I think Tuesday is gonna be my favorite. We have Unity. This is a tier 1 stock for me. Upstart. I know some people are interested in Upstart, the fintech lending company. Coinbase, I'm guessing Coinbase is actually doing strong today after we've seen some crypto rip. Yeah, it's up about 7% today. So I wonder how earnings are gonna be for this company, especially since this last quarter, I want to say for crypto was a lot of negative, and that negative kind of brings slowdown in trading. So I wonder how Coinbase is gonna do. Fubo TV, I think it's another one very, very popular in the fintech community. What do we have Wednesday? Wednesday we have Neo. I know a lot of people are into that company. That's one I'm not invested in. I think maybe the only one I might be interested on Wednesday is Coupang. I don't know if you guys are interested in anything on Wednesday. There's Bumble, there's Lordstown, there's eBay, Open Door, Clover, Wendy's. I think Thursday is going to be interesting. I might do some more research on Palantir so I can provide you guys with some great. I know Palantir is a very popular one. Palantir, Celsius for sure. Then we have Disney, Airbnb, Rocket, SoFi. I think Thursday is going to be a very, very heavy intensive video day for me. We have Tattoo Chef as well, DoorDash. So very, very interesting. Friday is going to be pretty much boring like most of the day, like most Fridays. Please check Golden Nugget. What's going on, Sai? Golden Nugget, is that more for a trade, Sai, or more of long-term investment? For me, for my pilot, Ethereum had some good technology updates, making it faster, more energy efficient, more transparent. Had a crazy run last week. Also over the weekend. Nice. Oh, does Fizz does that? Friday has gravity. No way. Is that recent news? That's not old news, right? That's new. Wrong one. What's the ticker again? GN. I was looking at another one. GNOG. Is that today? Golden. That is 2 hours ago. DraftKings to acquire Golden Nugget Online Gaming in an all-stock deal. I mean, this is what I enjoy about. I kind of reached my limit. Market Watch, stop giving me paid walls. This is insane. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, one of their bullish cases was that Golden Nugget was going to be one that's such a small company that it was definitely an acquisition possibility. So happy it's up 49%. That is insane. I don't really follow Golden Nugget much. I know it's definitely in the iGamification world, so it makes sense for DraftKings. I mean, DraftKings reported strong earnings yesterday. This past Friday, right? I think in the past 5 days, DraftKings is up 6.3%. I do like it when it's all stock deals because it makes these valuations even cheaper, especially since, right, many people might consider DraftKings to be very high in valuation wise. Let's take a quick look at forward price to sales ratio of DraftKings. So DraftKings right now has a forward price to sales ratio of about 12.38. So some people might consider that high, right? I mean, normally you would expect things under 10. So when you buy things with an all stock deal, even though the valuation might seem high, it's probably cheap already because the company's valuation that they're using, the stock, is already at a high valuation. So Golden Nugget, I actually don't, let's see, I don't know if I can go on their website. Because I don't know if casino and gambling is kind of, I'm not going to click it. I'm not sure how YouTube feels about that. But this is insane. This is definitely a video for me. So guys, Dave, thanks for it. Thanks for this update. Things like this are definitely some good videos to do on YouTube. But let's see, what else do we have? The market opened. So let's take a quick look at Finviz. So Dow is down about 0.47. Nasdaq is pretty much flat. S&P 500 is pretty much flat. There's nothing I can see right now in form of the maps that's really moving. Micron Technologies is down about 1.7%. The only one up right now is Tesla. Tesla is up 2.1%. I think today Nvidia has something cool. Hold on, let me just check Nvidia. Today they might have a video on metaverse. Let me take a quick look. I know Nvidia had something. Let's see. Recent news. All news real quick. I think they're scheduled for something today. Maybe not. Let me just take a quick look, guys. I'm just kind of curious about Nvidia in the news. They had, I know they had some form of metaverse kind of meeting going on either this week or next week. Jose in talks with Nvidia confirmed. Let's see. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it in the news. Maybe not. I'll take a quick look at it. But I do know Nvidia has a metaverse. Let me maybe Google Nvidia metaverse meeting. Let's see if Nvidia knows what I'm looking for. Oh, August 9th. Is this it? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Yes, okay, it's August. There we go. Connecting in the metaverse, the making of the GTC is going to be Wednesday, August 11th. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I think it's going to be like a 1-hour panel. So if you are interested in the metaverse, I definitely want to say put that in your time. 11 a.m. PDT. What's that? EST. EAPT to EST. So it's about 2 p.m. on that's going to be about 2 p.m. Okay, interesting. So completely off of that, let's take a quick look at my portfolio. So I did do a portfolio update. I know it's been some time, and I just want to say this, guys. You're welcome for doing that portfolio update, because after I do a portfolio update, the market usually tanks. So it's gonna give you guys great buying opportunities. So I just want to say you're welcome, right? Get that cash ready at hands, because every time I do a portfolio update, the stock market tends to take a red day. So yeah, you're welcome. Just make sure to keep cash at hands at the moment. But we can see Redfin right now is down 3%. Nothing really down in my account today. Let's see what's up. Anything really up? Sorens, like Dave said, up 8%. Unity is up 4% on earnings. I hate to see this, right? Thanks, Viz. Thanks, appreciate it. It's doing as best as it could. It's a nice train just chugging along. But Unity, I hate to see stocks kind of go up prior to earnings. Not my favorite. I wish Unity would actually go down before earnings, because I do believe this increases the risk of a downturn when they report earnings tomorrow. Fastly is up 3.7%. Pretty much portfolio, it seems to be a nice day for growth stocks for sure. We see Fiverr kind of turning things back around. It had a negative 35%. Tim, I lost about 10% after your last... Tim, yeah, my bad, Tim. Like I said, that should be a warning when watching this video. Warning, market crash imminent after this video. So... And Julie, do you think semis have any gas left in the tank, or is it going to go sideways for a while? So Julie, I do think there's always gas in the tank. There's always gas in the tank for all these companies. I do think, I'm trying to go with this car breakdown. I do think there is the possibility that the car might break down for a bit, then go back up, then break down, then go back up. So I mean, I kind of mentioned it, Julie, in the portfolio update, that software and semiconductors are two sectors I believe are a bit extended right now. That doesn't mean that stock prices are gonna go down, but I just believe the risk for semiconductors and softwares is a little bit more right now than it's been in the past. So for me, I'm not going to buy any Nvidia anytime soon. I'm not going to buy any AMD. I don't think I'm going to buy any heavy software companies unless we see some crazy correction. Julie, I think right now, my favorite market right now is probably the gaming market, for sure. I actually said I wasn't buying. So I'm definitely not pumping, right? Most times Jose doesn't look like we look harder at LOL. Your there's zero cash on hands. I think mine is about less than 1% right now, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be gone soon. To be honest, two stocks I'm looking in forms of building a position or starting a position is in the fintech market. I have yet to decide if I'm going to do PaySafe or SoFi. I think I might be leaning a little bit more into PaySafe right now, But those are two stocks. If I do have a bit of cash, and by bit of cash I mean like a few $100s in my portfolio. Normally it's not anything. But I think SoFi or PaySafe are gonna be the ones that are gonna be the removement of cash for those. Let's see. In terms of gaming industry, what do you think about Nintendo? Nintendo, I mean, that is definitely a great, I want to say, it's one of those in the gaming markets. Taking a huge hit. Recently, definitely taking a huge hit. I know they reported earnings. I think Nintendo has huge potential because of mobile gaming, right? I think mobile gaming is something so underrated. I mean, right? I think Nintendo only has like Super Mario Kart. Let's see. App Annie. Nope, that's my bank. App Annie right here. I just want to take a quick look at what some are some of the games right now. I mean, Nintendo, their Super Mario. If they had made a Super Smash Brothers, a game for mobile and make it like loot boxes, they can make so much money. I think Nintendo has strong IP that they can really grow if they focus in the mobile game. I don't know if they're going that way. I don't know if they explained a little bit in earnings. But imagine a Super Mario mobile game, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart was already out there, a Link, Zelda, some more Pokemon games. I think overall Nintendo definitely is in the strong position to make both animations, cartoon shows, to make real life movies, and make strong games. So they have the potential, Silene. I definitely think they have the potential. I don't know enough about their leadership, if their leadership is taking them around that way. I'm just scared about its competition. I mean, I think once you have a strong IP like that, Silene, like a Pokemon, like Mario's, that alone can kind of prevent strong competition from coming out there. For those not familiar, PlayStudios is one I enjoy right now. PlayStudios is number 32 on top overall grossing app. This is one I'm also looking to add this week. I didn't do my weekly ad video. I might drop that today. But we can see Nintendo is actually number 50 with Fire Emblem as top mobile grossing game as of yesterday. I think this is Google Play. And yeah, Google Play, United States category game, one of the highest grossing games. So definitely out there. So let's see what else. Jose, I have a lot of cash since I didn't go all the way in last week. I want more Nvidia and AMD, but it's just so high right now. Might get into Spot, just such a good level. I do agree Spotify is at great levels. And it's hard, right? I can't say I agree with you to some extent, right, Danny? I do believe Nvidia and AMD are so high. So if I personally had cash, I don't think I would go there or open a big position with them. At the same time, I might just open up a small positions if I was in your levels and had free trading and fractional trading. Biz, I listened to a podcast on gaming over the weekend. Of the big gaming companies, they liked EA the most right now. Do you have any thoughts on the big ones? Times for another gaming update. So, yeah, very true. I think I should do another gaming update. I mean, Activision right now is just, I want to say a no-go for a lot of people because of the overall scandal that's happening. They are trying to make big changes to leadership. But right now, in forms of the big ones, we have Activision. Right, so the big boys, we have Activision. We have EA Games. We have Take-Two Interactive. I want to say it's a big one. What's another one? So we have Activision, we have EA Games, Take-Two Interactive here in the United States. Outside of the United States, we also have some big ones, right? We have Nintendo, for sure. What else do we have? We have Ubisoft is another big one. Ubisoft stock, again, I think that is over the counter. We also have Square Enix. I forget if that's how you pronounce it. These are the creators of Final Fantasy, Square Enix. And the only last big one that I think we might be Capcom. And then obviously, Tim, agreed, Roblox. So I might try to do a nice comparison of at least the big ones in the United States. I do think EA Games is probably the strongest right now. They just have such a huge catalog. They have no issues right now. And then they're pumping out a lot of, I want to say, mobile games. They're also pumping out a lot of free-to-play games with loot boxes. So EA Games, I can see maybe I could definitely do it. Low, Roblox isn't a game publisher. Very true, Fizz, yeah. Tim here trying to pump Roblox. Tim, no pumping in this channel, okay? So let's see. Actually, ignore that. I doubt invest in Nintendo regardless. News update. Steam is coming out with a device called Steam Deck, which will take a toll on Nintendo. So that's true to some extent. I do want to say one of the biggest issues with Steam Deck is I don't think right now with the chip shortage, they're gonna be able to have a lot of products. I mean, PlayStation's 5, right? Xbox X or whatever it's called is still in high demand. So I do believe the semiconductor shortage is definitely gonna impact the Steam Deck, which is Valve. This is definitely, and I do want to say some people might put this as a competition for Nintendo Switch, but I do think they're a whole different markets, right? My dad, for example, he loves the Nintendo Switch. He likes playing Super Mario games. He likes playing those 2D system games. The Steam Deck, I think even though it's a mobile system, it's not the same type of competition. Here, this is for people that want to play AAA games on the mobile device or some sort, where they can kind of experience that high resolutions, those high graphics, that high gaming style. So I do want to say the Steam Deck, even though they look similar to the Nintendo Switch, definitely a different customer base. So let's see. So yeah, so like my dad, I don't think my dad would get a Steam Deck. I just actually gave him my Nintendo Switch because he wanted to play Mario. All right, I don't think he's gonna buy a Steam Deck to play Mario, and I'm pretty sure the Nintendo Switch people are in the same ways, right? They want to play Pokemon, they want to play I forget what else is in there. So let's see what else. Palantir up almost 5%. Nice, man. Palantir, I do believe earnings are gonna be super interesting for this one. This is another one I might do a video on just to get more information. I think this is very popular in the YouTube community right now. So Silene, wouldn't gaming go down as COVID cases go down? More people getting vaccinated, so I thought gaming would go down. So Silene, very good point. For me, when I talk about gaming, I think more about mobile gaming. So mobile gaming, I think, is still going to continue to grow even outside of COVID. If COVID cases continue to go down, people still commute, right? People commuting to work now, some of them take the train, take the buses, take other forms of public transportation. During that time, gaming, I think, will still be very, very popular. And right now we have kids in general. I think mobile gaming as a whole is still expanding into a lot of third world countries, Latin American countries, Southeast Asian countries, and I do see that that's the strong potential. Maybe in the United States, Silene, gaming could take a big a hit. I think internationally, that's where the huge growth for gaming companies is at. Aaron, Trade Desk and Magnite had great earnings in the last few days. Surely Digital Turbine will follow. But Aaron, I thought TTD, even though they had strong earnings, the stock price is actually down. Yeah, it's down 3.5% right now, right? So that's pretty interesting for Trade Desk. I haven't looked at their earnings, so you're saying they're strong. Unfortunately, the stock price is down a bit. I guess investors might have been a bit too excited prior to earnings. But let's see. Dewey, yeah, Silene, you have a good point. Very true, right? We talk. Danny, I may not respect the practices behind the scenes of Activision, but to deny that their games make money, might check out Activision. Might be my first skin in the game in terms of gaming. Danny, that is true, right? Obviously, it sucks what's happening, but their games do make money. For example, Hearthstone. Hearthstone just came out, their trading card game. I'm not gonna lie, I put a few dollars, and when I say a few dollars right now, and I bought some packs there, it definitely, they definitely know how to make games that make money. Pilot Pancho, I'm amazed at the risk tolerance you and Fizz have with the markets at such highs. Buffett's and Schiller ratios are so high. Inflation, possible interest rate hikes, investable Corona still a risk. I'm 50%. So Pilot, I mean, I do believe a good portion for me with this risk is, I think I'm still nowhere near the values of monetary where I can have. So even if the market continues to go down, and one thing I do want to say, Pilot, is even though my portfolio is at those levels and it has within my portfolio, I only have about 1% of cash. Outside of my portfolio, I would say I probably have about 40% available of my portfolio size in just cash to be able to use. That's more of like an emergency fund, but that emergency fund will definitely be used if there is a crazy market crash. So I do have a good portion of assets outside that I can either liquidize pretty quickly, that I don't think would be affected due to a stock market, and can use it to build up my stock portfolio even bigger. But during times like right now, I probably wouldn't use it at this moment. So Pilot, I think it all depends on where we also are, right? Everybody has different financial goals and stuff like that. So Fizz, it's not going to be easy to use like Nintendo console, pretty sure, for sure. So let's see what's going on. AA, can you check out VSTO? For sure, let's take a quick look at that in a bit. AA, let me just answer a few more of these questions. So we have Aaron. Aaron is saying Roblox lockup period expires in a few weeks. It will be interesting to see what insiders do. Oh, that is actually pretty interesting. Maybe I might hold that on Roblox for then, or might put that on my lockup period. The Roblox lockup period is September 6th. I can't believe, guys, we are already in August. This is insane. It's insane, right? We are this year. Christmas is almost out of there. I can't. I don't even know what to get my parents, my wife for Christmas. I got to start thinking of ideas already. So let's see. Celine, good points on Stream Deck. I agree. Tim, I hadn't actually heard of Stream Deck. I'm interested. Oh, Steam, nice. One thing though, the Steam Deck, I do believe it's kind of sold out already, or they already have some crazy amount of pre-orders. Steam Deck is gonna be big in the market eventually, in my opinion. Good to just learn about it. Yes, I do think the biggest impact with Steam Deck is gonna be the semiconductor shortage. Now, Nintendo also monopolizes its own games, so they will always have customers. That is true, right? I mean, you won't ever see, a Mario game outside of Nintendo. So very good point there, Kyle. Pilot, that said, I believe you are researching and investing in individual stocks, industries, and markets that are good value and growth. I see buying opportunities for them with likely pullback this year. Man, let's hope for that pullback this year, right, Pilot? Agree. And that's the thing, right? Every investor has their own risk tolerance. And I think that's what every investor should try to find out. Where's your risk tolerance? What are the companies you want to invest? There's no perfect style of investing. There might be sometimes that during a crash, my portfolio might suck. It might be the worst portfolio of all times. But I believe outside of during those times, I would perform a little bit better, hopefully, than the market. So agree. So JT, is one share worth buying if we lack of cash? JT, I think whatever cash you have available, and this is my opinion, obviously not advice. If you have money available and don't know what to do with it, I always put it in the stock market, even if I'm buying a fraction of a stock. I don't, like I said, to me, I did a portfolio update. Some people might think that's a little bit, right? I'm pretty sure there's people that have millions and millions of portfolio sizes. There's other people who have probably only $100 or thousands of dollar size portfolio. So it's all about perspective. It's all what you can work with, how you can make your money grow. Eventually, I mean, starting with $100 a week, a month, or whatever can grow to a big portfolio over time. And sometimes starting small is the best way, in my opinion, JT, because you learn a lot from experience like that. And then that money, eventually you're going to start making more money. You're going to start having more income. You're going to do less expenses and stuff like that and put more money in the market. And sometimes it's good to just start with even $10, $15 is a great place to start. Mike, good morning, Mike. What's going on? The time to put money in the market is wherever you have money. Agree, Mike. If you have money, if you already paid down your bills, if you already paid down your debt and stuff like that, and you have money, agree, Mike. So Fizz, my account was 10 to 15% for the year in March. Now it's up 15 to 20 for the year. Unfortunately, Fidelity doesn't give me year to date. Tim, I started with 250. I agree. I think for me, when I first started, unfortunately, we still had fees. So I had to invest about $1,000, but I feel if I are you contributing to a self-directed IRA or just taxable? It's Junior, both self-directed IRA and taxable accounts. So a little bit of both. JR there. Spot is helping out today. Is Spot up today? Let's see Spot stock. And Jewy, oh my God, I missed it, Jewy. Thank you so much, Jewy, for the support. It means a lot. Thank you. I mean, thanks you guys, everybody, for supporting the channel. Fizz for being a member, Pilot for being a member, Danny, Jewy, you guys are awesome. Anybody else here just kind of talking, having these interactions are helping out a lot. Oh God, I gotta start an RIA. Jewy, have a good stream. Jose, need to get back to work. Jewy, have a good day. Enjoy. I thought you were ignoring me. No, Jewy, appreciate the support. I don't know why I kind of jumped. I was kind of really answering that question for JT, and that one I really wanted to answer. But Jewy, appreciate the support so much. Fizz, I hate paying the fees, but I love having to. I hate paying the fees, but I love having to think a lot more about why I buy and buy in size. Biggest problem is buying expensive shares like Amazon. I do agree, Fizz. That's one strong thing, and it's always good to see both the good and the bad. Spotify is up 2.3%. Let's see what's the other market. But sometimes having fees, like you said, Fizz, kind of helps you kind of do a little bit more thinking in forms of what to buy and how much to buy. So Rents is killing it. So Rents is up 10% right now, up $11. I know my portfolio is doing amazing right now. Maybe the curse is broken. Maybe but let's see, what else do we have? Fastly is up 5%. This one's back to pretty much pre-earnings level. It's kind of crazy how this stock just kind of turned around. It's all about a 20% drop. But now if we take a look at Fastly in the past 5 days, it's pretty much, it's down 9%. So I mean, it's still getting there, but instead okay. Fizz, what are you trying to say? Oh, good, see you. I mean, so my Junk Pal is playing along Mara, Palantir, and Jumia. Mara, I believe Mara should be doing good today, right, Mike? I think Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is strong right now. So yeah, Mara is doing 4.2%. Hopefully, when dude, big smile when you saw Sorens. I mean, Dave gave me that update on it. I'm happy to see that 10%. I mean, when you have your one of your top fives doing great, I'm super happy, right? I mean, Unity, unfortunately, Unity is one that's up 4% today, but I don't like when the stock kind of runs up before earnings. So Unity up 4%, even though I should be happy, I'm not too happy right now. Let's see some of my other biggest players. Nvidia is up 0.2%. Where do we have AMD? How is AMD doing? AMD is up 1.5%. And my biggest one, the next last one is C. Those are my top 5 positions. All of them are doing great. Unfortunately, they all seem to be overextended, so that's a little risk behind my portfolio right now. A's, I feel you, Fizz. Hearing you, no fractional shares and fees at my broker, AS. Hopefully you guys start getting fractional trading. I mean, I don't know what needs to happen for that to happen, but I wish of a world where everybody has free trading and fractional investing, for sure. So Fizz, I'm also not usually adding to my stocks at all-time highs. I will buy when things are up, but I wait for correction usually. That's a great thing about it. I do think that's why I do have a lot of positions, Fizz. Sometimes I kind of skip over, like Nvidia. I think Nvidia is one I haven't added in a long time. So sometimes I just skip over and put that money to work elsewhere. But for sure, let's take a quick look at what's happening in the market. First, let's just do a recap. Some big earnings this week, guys, right? We have Fubo TV tomorrow. We have Coinbase. We have Upstart. We have Unity. Today, we have Aftermarket. We have Digital Turbine. Wednesday, I think is probably, for me, the most boring. I'm not a huge fan of Neo. But Open Doors popular, I'm guessing. Coupon is popular as well. Thursday, I think is going to be super interesting. We have Palantir, we have Baidu, we have Celsius, we have Walt Disney, we have Wish, Airbnb, Rocket, SoFi, Tattoo Chef, DoorDash. I think Thursday is going to up. Vivian, yes, we were just talking about that, Vivian. DraftKings is acquiring Golden Nugget, so that's definitely interesting for sure. So DraftKings, right? DraftKings, I would have, I mean, it's a $1.6 billion, I think it was a 1.5, I forget what was they're buying it for 1.6 billion stock deal. So I don't think negativeness in forms of DraftKings, right? It's an all stock market deal, but overall Golden Nugget is killing it. The stock price is up about 48.9%. Ab scared about the reaction. Gotta pop up, right? Room to go down. That's the thing, right? Abs is one of those that's super, I want to say volatile. Anything can go from their earnings. These high growth stocks like Digital Turbine, after seeing Magnite reaction, I do believe there's the possibility of a nice upturn. And the trade that's kind of negative reaction is kind of eliminating a good portion of the risk, as Digital Turbine is down 1.1% right now. But again, I'm very similar to you, Mike. I'm kind of just worried about reaction of what's going to happen here. It definitely could pop, but at the same time, it has room to go down. I think it's either going to be the extreme of either levels, either an extreme uptick or an extreme downtick. I don't think there's going to be a flat line for Digital Turbines right now. So let's see. All right, guys, now let's take a quick look at some stocks you guys want to look at. Feel free to post on the comments stocks that you guys want to look at for in forms of fundamentals, and we can definitely do that. Let me just close out of some of these stocks real quick. So let me just take a quick look at Finviz one more time. Let's see if there's anything interesting in the market right now. Is there any special news on Tesla? Do you guys know why Tesla is super green right now? It's one of the biggest greens right now, up 2 point something%. Not sure if you guys are familiar with what's happening. Got a blast. Making blast for the breakfast for the family. Nice, Mike. Enjoy breakfast. Hope the family enjoys it too. And now I'm hungry. Oh, let's talk about ATER chart and the risk of thinking this. All right, yeah, for sure, Fizz. So let's take a quick look at ATER. So this is, what was this? Mohawk, right? This was Mohawk, right? I mean, this is one that, woof, that's insane how it is this low. So first thing, I mean, I think the biggest support to its levels would have been around $7.50, right? So this is definitely one that this and right here were probably its biggest supports, the 15 price point and the $7.50 price point. Right now, I mean, the next support it would have to go would be between that $3.50. Fizz, I want to say, so you were doing smart tax moves right there, Fizz, selling stuff for a loss. This is crazy, right? And I'm guessing stuff like this help you out. So Fizz, if I may, because I do know you mentioned you try to buy stocks not at all-time highs. So good thing you missed out on that on buying at that $50, right? So you said you got in around 25. I mean, definitely forms of technicals. I mean, it depends on what technicals you look. The only thing I do, can't claim tax losses in the account I sold. Oh, never mind, Fizz. Technicals I do. Every investor is different. It's different in technicals. For me, I just look for overall extensions. That's the only thing. I try to keep it simple. The other thing is just volume profile. I mean, to me, this can kind of go down. I do think this between $5 to $3.50 is where I would watch out. But I do believe obviously a good portion of the risk has been eliminated. Obviously, I don't know if this stock is going bankrupt anytime soon. For sure. So let's see. JR, it was weird. Tesla didn't jump right after earnings. Might this be a trickling response? When did they report earnings, JR? That's been almost 2-3 weeks already, right? I think it's been a long time since they reported earnings. So let's see. Wish I could hang out. Have to work later. JR, thank you. Have a good day, man. Take care. Position sizing was important for me. Thought less than one position when I bought it and didn't average down. This is also the risk of averaging down. For sure. I mean, position sizing is very, very, very important. And understanding how much of a position size you would have, even if things go down, is good to have. So Fizz, awesome way there to kind of manage your risk. So Micron Technology, it seems market is pretty much flat today. There's nothing really moving. Let's take a quick look at CNBC. Down falls more than 1,000 points, retreating from Friday's records. Let's see. No, I don't want. Bro, SpaceX is buying satellite data startup Swarm. Nice, SpaceX. That one's been pretty crazy. That's not Virgin Galactic, right? That's the private company. Coinbase could jump up to 16% after earnings this week. Trader says. I don't really care what a trader says. So what to watch today? I just want to see what's happening in the market. Why is the market pretty quiet? Oil, Berkshire operating, nothing in the news today. United Nations report on climate change. Okay, climate change, cruise line. The world is nowhere near the end of the pandemic. CDC's reversal max changed the way companies view the Delta variant. Earnings call shows. Out of curiosity, any of you guys that are working from home, have you kind of experienced more people, your workplace kind of saying, hey, we got to go back to working from home again due to this Delta variant? Just curious to see what the overall market and the overall other enterprise companies are doing right now. So it doesn't seem like there's any major news in the market today for it to, I guess investors are just quiet and just waiting for some more earnings this week. So Roblox is up, right? We did see Tim is definitely excited. Roblox is up 9.76%. Tim is having a great day today for sure. So Tim, I hope it goes another 10% up for you. Hope he keeps killing it. probably CPI data this week is making people cautious. Aaron, thank you for that. So it's CPI data that's going to come out on Thursday. I'm guessing Thursday, right? I usually believe it's Thursday. During stuff like that, during big earnings like we have some big, some still interesting earnings. Especially, I want to say this earnings, even though it's not big companies, is big for growth stock investors. I think this is a week for growth stock investors, where previous weeks were big earnings in forms of market caps. I think this week is more of investors in the growth style market that are gonna be experiencing some ups or downs. Oh, Pubmatic actually also reports this Tuesday. So it's definitely a different style of market this week. So let's see. All right, guys, any stocks you guys want to take a look at? Let's see what else is in the market. Sorens is still up 10%. Let's hope it stays that, keeps those greens. Tencent and Huya, it seems Chinese market is a bit up today. Huya is up 4%. Tencent is up 4% as well. JD is up 2.7%. So I wonder if there's just some bullish news, or just it was just too much overreaction in the Chinese market. Silene, I'm too scared to invest in stocks with earnings. Pretty interesting, Silene. So if I may ask, are you want to invest after earnings, and are you more of a long-term investor, Silene? Danny, only a bit of skin on Roblox. Can you give me a run on Spot again? Jose, sure. Let's take Danny. Let's take a quick look at Spotify. Spotify, right? In forms of technicals, I'm new to investing, so I don't know yet, Silene. Okay, so Silene, to me, I would say, right? I mean, first, maybe everybody can chime in some small tips they've learned and give to Silene. For me, is long-term investment is definitely pretty is for me the way to go. So long-term investing means I'm investing my money for at least multiple years. Sometimes stock prices go down, sometimes stock prices go up, Silene, right? So I did a portfolio update. I think I have 50 positions. Out of those 50 positions, 12 of my positions are down right now. But my portfolio is still up. So sometimes even if stocks go down, your portfolio can still do up depending on your other winners. If you're starting off, Silene, I would say ETFs, even though they are boring, are probably my favorite way to go. Something like the SPY, something like the QQQs, maybe a more, I think ETFs are usually the best place to start off when starting investing. Once you become more familiar with ETFs, then maybe time to go into other stocks. So Silene, I'm trying to be a swing trade trader with a good portion of long term. So Silene, definitely be careful with trading. I believe you can make money in this market multiple ways: trading, investing, day trading, options trading. You just have to understand with SIX trading, you might come up with a little bit more risk. So it's definitely important to learn about risk management and tolerance as well. So for me, I definitely am not a trader. I don't think I have any positions that I meant for trades. But definitely there's no, I want to say no perfect way. So sorry, Danny, I kind of cut off on Spotify. So Spotify right now, super bullish in form of technicals. This stock right now is sitting at a strong support level. Look at it. It's been here. This support has been tested here and here. A lot of volume at these levels. So where Spotify is at right now, I do believe this is the time, again, opinion, not advice, that this is when it's good to build a nice base level for Spotify. I don't think the audio market is going anywhere, right? Right, the audio market, the podcasts are increasing. Content creators for podcasts are also increasing. Spotify is continuing to release new products, I want to say, for content creators and also for listeners in their platforms. I personally, from my friends, I don't know, does anybody here use Spotify? And if they don't use Spotify, do you use something else? Or what else do you guys use? For me, most of the people that I know use Spotify. The only time they use Apple Music is when they get free stuff, when they get it for 3 months, and then after they are done with their free subscription, they usually move to Spotify. So I do believe right now from Spotify, strong growth. If we take a quick look at Y charts, let's take a quick look at Spot. So David Becker, your daughter uses Spotify, but you use Apple Podcasts. Man, you guys get out of here. David Becker, you use Apple Podcasts. I don't want you anymore. Valerian uses YouTube Music. I actually use YouTube Music too. I use Spotify and YouTube Music. YouTube Music is another one. YouTube Music, I think, might be one of the biggest one. But I think YouTube Music doesn't have those options of podcasts. Then you have YouTube at itself. So YouTube Music, I think, is actually pretty impressive. Yeah. But I think as a whole audio market, podcast is definitely within its own league. Right now, price to sales ratio for Spotify is sitting at about 3.23. A lot cheaper than it was in most of 2020. A little bit more expensive than early COVID situations. But we've seen, right, the world of audio is definitely transforming. We're seeing so many big deals. So to me, Spotify is definitely a good person in my portfolio. Let's see. Tabula. Never heard of that one, David. We can definitely take a look. Danny, Silent, 100% agree with Jose. Once you get into ETF, it sort of attracts you to more into the market. For sure, Danny, right? Once you learn about ETF, then you start becoming more familiarized. It makes you feel more involved to the point where you start buying more and more individual stocks. So, Danny, thanks for sharing that to Silene. Valerian, we saw you use YouTube Music. Fizz, I use Spotify and I pay for Apple Music through Apple One, but have never opened it. Oh, man, Fizz, that's insane. Spotify here, Tim. I use Apple Podcasts for one podcast that isn't on Spotify for some reason. That's lame. David Becker. But for the rest of the podcast, I listen through Spotify. Yep, Spotify has definitely... I just enjoy their overall UI as well. Silent Danny, I've gotten enough experience with ETF and staple stocks. I've also been reading a lot about technical analysis, so I get some basic stuff. Okay, so Silent, I think the next step is just learning more about individual companies and also, I guess, dabbling a little bit with some technicals and see how it goes. Definitely risk management is super important. Aaron, any prediction for PlayStudios earnings this week? A very beaten down SPAC. So Aaron, I think PlayStudios is one of those stocks that I personally am excited about. It's one that's going to be a tier 3 stock, Aaron, in my portfolio for a long time, similar to Skills, but I'm happy where it's at. I mean, PlayStudios right here, we can see, I was just looking at them here in the United States, PlayStudios number 32 in top grossing games in the United States on Google application. So PlayStudios is number 32 for overall video games. This overall shows me, hey, this company is at least dropping some popular games. I do play is this the game I play? I actually been playing one like crazy. I actually play My Vegas, which is also by Studios. So I mean, I'm happy with it. Aaron, I don't mind buying at these levels. I want to say I do have a position. I don't mind buying at these levels. So this is MYPS, I believe. Definitely beaten down a lot. This is one that I believe can provide strong returns. At the same time, it's going to be a tier 3 stock in my portfolio, Aaron, just because it's very, very volatile. So a small position, I don't mind having a small position in it. Has anyone ever played Free Fire? It's actually pretty fun. Fizz, I haven't, but I see it becoming more popular in the streaming world as well. So let's see. What else do we have? Silence is just that earnings. But you need more on... Yeah, I mean, earnings definitely create a form of volatility in the market. Some investors, Silene, just kind of skip earnings and don't buy until earnings are over. Other investors don't mind the volatility. I don't mind the volatility. So I don't mind buying even weeks before, days before earnings, for sure. So let's see, overall portfolio. Sorenz is killing it, up 12% right now. Let's see, what's going on, Gordon? How's it going? And let's see, what else do we have? So Android, 9 days to go, Nvidia earnings report. Any thoughts? Android, I mean, I'm super bullish in Nvidia. Yesterday I actually had a talk with an Nvidia investor. And they just talking with other people just makes me more bullish about this company. The only thing I would want to say is Android for this, is my number one position. Biggest risk right now is a bit overextended. So I do believe there is a possibility of a decent pullback if it does. Obviously, that's not a guaranteed. It's just one of my biggest risks for it. In forms of where the company is going to do in earnings, I think earnings are going to be super strong. Just because earnings are super strong, I don't know how investors are going to take it, right? That's definitely going to be a big change on how investors are going to take earnings, even if they're strong. Are they expecting too much from Nvidia? Maybe. So I do believe the biggest risk is it's way overextended right now. This is a stock we were definitely talking a lot about during these base levels. This was around $500 pre-split. And this is when the team here was definitely building up a nice position. And by team, I mean the Discord channel. The great team of investors we have. So right now, let's take a quick look, right? So earnings this season, again, we have super popular Palantir coming on Thursday. We have SoFi on Thursday. We have Tattoo Chef on Thursday. Tomorrow, we have Coinbase, Unity, Upstart, and Fubo TV. Super interesting. Let's see the overall market. Again, Tesla is the only one really driving the stocks market today. AMD is also up 1.2%. But the market is just pretty much flat. Energy seems to be taking a huge hit. Energy and oils are down big. Consumers seem to be also down. Consumer cyclicals, lodging is down. Consumer apparel is also down. Consumer travel services. So I'm guessing, based on this, right, energy down, consumer expenses are down. I'm guessing people are kind of fearful about this new Delta variant right now. Because, right, it means that people are expected to travel less and people are expected to, I guess, book less hotels and stuff like that. So that's why I'm guessing travel services are down. And for those reasons, energy and oil are also down. Overall, just a speculation, but just my overall thought of why those certain markets or those certain sectors are down. The rest of the tech market is kind of saying, hey, maybe kind of chillax. We'll wait a little bit more to see if we should go up or down. So let's go, Danny. Airbnb. Airbnb does report earnings Wednesday, right? Or Thursday. When do they report earnings? Airbnb Thursday. Best of luck to it, or best of luck, Annie. Aaron, can't wait to see the original BarkBox earnings this week. Love their fundamentals, forecast, brand, and the fact that they make their products. Aaron, nice. I'm guessing you have a position. Brief is rotating into gaming stocks. How are these gaming stocks? Let's see. Activision right now is down 0.66%. EA Game stock, let's see, is up it's down 0.9%. So even, I think the only one up right now is Take-Two Interactive, 1.65. Gordon, with the fintech companies like Square, SoFi, how badly will be credit card companies like Visa, MasterCard, AXP? I don't think it's going to be much of an impact on them. Gordon, I mean, I do think it'll be very hard for Square, SoFi, and all these to really take anything from Visa and MasterCard. Maybe some other fintech markets, maybe, but I think some of the big players, I don't think so. So Android, thanks for your thoughts. 100% agree. There might be a pullback on Nvidia, but I do believe it will happen at post-earnings report. Android, for me, right, that's definitely true. But for me, Nvidia is here for the long term of things. I wouldn't be upset. Actually, I would be upset for a pullback. I wouldn't react towards it. Fizz, Unity, Roblox, Take-Two up today. Definitely a big move into gaming, it seems. But guys, it's 10:57. I need to go have some breakfast. Thank you guys for the time. I'm definitely gonna pump out a few videos today. I might work on that DraftKings and Golden Nugget for the next one. But guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Danny, everybody, thanks for the support. But more important, thanks Fizz, thanks Danny for being members. I know we had some other members here. Thanks, Julie, if you're still here. I know you had to go for the donation and for the support. Pilot Poncho, if you're still here, thank you. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys for coming and just chatting with me. So take care, guys, and see you tomorrow.